What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a return subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. I'm going to talk about a story out of St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out St. Louis, that happened this Friday, in which a bunch of kids descended downtown, and there were multiple arrests. They said up to 60 people. And this is on Friday. This is not, you'll hear different numbers now, but this is just Friday, what we're talking about, where 60 people were arrested on Friday, right? After juveniles ran down, or minors was dropped off downtown, and they started a fireworks war. Now, out of the 60 people, they said 45, this is just on Friday, 45 of them were minors. And a lot of them got arrested because they got guns found on them. If that's not enough, they started citing parents for leaving kids unattended downtown, or kids getting in trouble, and they started writing tickets to the parents. I want to show you what happened, and I want you to pay attention to the stats that they said about these arrested minors. Listen, it's not the city's problem to make sure your kids are safe or watch your kids like a daycare center. People are dropping off these kids and just leaving them out there. And it's like, you know, when we were younger, it was like your parents had to know where you were at all times. Nowadays, with the rise of feral children, anything's game. They go to and fro wherever they want. And I think part of it is because they're being raised by feral people, i.e. the parents. Take a look at this. This is damn disgraceful.
Holiday havoc.
We're not going to have that anymore.
Police arrest dozens after firework battles break out downtown.
It's upsetting. It's happening a lot.
How police are increasing their efforts tonight as residents react. Well, within just the past hour, St. Louis police took a minor into custody at 4th and Walnut due to a fireworks violation. This after making 60 arrests last night in downtown St. Louis. Good evening, I'm Mercedes McKay. Robert Townsend has the night off. St. Louis police are out in full force once again tonight. As 5 on your sides, Brent Solomon explains the big message coming from police this year, Brent, is that parents will be held responsible.
You've got that right, Mercedes. We noticed a visible stepped-up presence and patrol outside of St. Louis police. This was downtown as early as Thursday night. Now the numbers are coming in from the 4th of July. Of those 60 arrests, 45 were children. And in most cases, parents are being charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Every 4th of July, the city celebrates the nation's birthday, and in many cases, young people crowd downtown to engage in mischief by night.
It's upsetting. It's happening a lot.
Some of them were throwing out these things called mortars, where they actually throw into people, and they're throwing it at each other, and they can cause some damage. They've damaged some cars. They actually damaged a police car.
Take a look at that police car. Friday night, an officer was struck in the hand.
If that would have hit him in the face or somewhere else, we might be having a different conversation.
I caught up with St. Louis Police Chief Robert Tracy Saturday as his officers were preparing to hit the streets again for the holiday weekend. With a shortage of some 300 officers right now, how are they making this huge presence downtown while keeping the rest of the city safe?
With overtime, we move resources, we cancel days off. These type of explosives that they're using can cause damage, they can cause fires.
St. Louis Fire says fireworks-related fires are up 61% over last year. From Friday to Saturday morning, they responded to more than 600 incidents, including 57 dumpster fires.
People need to get their kids, period. Get your kids.
A message not lost on police.
When they're at that age, who's holding them accountable? Should be their guardians or their parents. So we have to hold them accountable to make sure that they hold their children accountable.
St. Louis police have been working 12-hour days, some of them double shifts, ever since the tornado. By the way, some of the kids arrested last night had guns on them. I'm told the youngest of those 60 arrests last night, a 12-year-old from Florissant.
St. Louis police say they arrested 60 people downtown Friday night. 45 of them were juveniles, some as young as 12 years old. And police say for the first time, parents were cited for what their children did.
We had one parent that came down, took the summons, grabbed their child, and then drove them right back up here, dropped them off, let them go out with fireworks, and then we rearrested them again. I don't know about you, but that is not the way we should be supervising our children.
Police are calling it a reunification center, a secret location where they held juveniles until parents arrived. But if they didn't show within 45 minutes after midnight, they were hit with additional citations.
We've gave you warnings when you come down in a group to come down into this area and you're shooting off fireworks. Some even had firearms on them. I mean, you're talking people that are below 17 years of age.
Police say 8 of the 60 arrests involved guns. Others were charged or cited with resisting arrest, discharging fireworks, and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Some visitors downtown say they support this new approach.
If you don't know where your child is and they're 12, 13, 14 years old, then it's a serious problem for a parent. We are solely responsible for our underage children.
Some parts of Texas, parents are already accountable. If your children do something that they're not supposed to do, you may be called into court to discuss, did you provide appropriate supervision for your kids?
The crackdown comes as fire-related incidents soared across the city. St. Louis Fire responded to 631 calls, a 61% increase from 2024, including 19 building fires and 35 grass fires. No officers were injured. Police say they'll continue citing parents and increasing patrols, especially for more upcoming downtown events and nightlife on Washington Avenue. Reporting in downtown St. Louis, I'm Taylor Harris, Fox 2 News.
Okay, you seen it, parents cited, and they had a reunification center. They just wrangling up kids, sitting them somewhere, making them contact their parents. They out there in downtown shooting off fireworks and stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. Kids do some stupid stuff. But I mean, there's a limit to what you will and won't do where you know it'll get you in trouble. That's my main thing with this stuff. When you had these kids out here doing this type of stuff where they just blinded by just trying to have fun, and then what they doing is dangerous. Those Roman candles and stuff like that, where they shoot off those things, that has phosphorus in it. You know what I mean? A lot of people played with them and never really got hurt, but a lot of people have got burned. I've seen people doing that in the hood, shooting Roman candles and stuff like that. That stuff has phosphorus in it. It catch you at the right angle, it'll burn your skin. And, these kids don't know nothing. They just see it and want to have fun and all this other stuff. But I mean, the thing is this. I remember when we was younger, your parents would be like, where you going? What's down there? Who you going to be with? What's this? What's that? Seem like nowadays those questions don't even get asked. The part that's puzzling to me is they said the fire department had a bunch of emergency calls. A lot of them was grass fires, I guess, from fireworks burning out in the grass or whatever. And it's like these kids do this stuff, and then when something bad happens, everybody scatters like roaches with the lights on. Then another thing is, they said the one parent got the citation, I guess the court appearance or the ticket or whatever, went right around the corner, dropped the kid back off with fireworks, F them. It's crazy. It's crazy as can be. You're in the downtown area, buildings, all type of stuff, and that's a playground to you? It makes no sense. And like we see these videos all the time where random teens just en masse show up somewhere, I guess, for them to have fun and start tearing up stuff and doing crazy stuff. It all comes down to parenting. That's the big thing. It all comes down to parenting. There's a lot of parents out here right now that are wild or selfish or had kids and don't even want them. Or they had them when they was young and they were still trying to live their lives. When they said that parent got the ticket and then went back around the corner and then dropped the kid back off, that made me think they was out somewhere doing something and got called off for that and got the ticket, got in the car, told the kid, hey, be careful. Listen, I got to do this. I'll be right back. And then brought him back over there because they didn't have nowhere else to take him. They said the youngest one was 12 years old. Said out of the 60 arrests, 45 was minors. 8 of them had guns on them. And it says the other ones was resisting arrest. It's crazy. I'm done with this. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's just crazy how people, you can only parent your kids the best way you know how, but you can't be responsible for what goes on outside your home and who your kids are around that are not being parented. So, I mean, what can you do? Seriously. It's just one of life's greatest mysteries today in America. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.